Now, appearing on Top of the Pops was something many of us might have dreamt of at the age of 15, but our next guest did it, made the charts, and over 20 years later, he remains as unspoilt and popular as ever. Even though he's busy around the country presenting and acting, he still treats us to his original talent. Please welcome the lovely Aled Jones.
Hello, ladies.
Where was that you were
it was Scotland. It was about -5. That's actually the Harry Potter train.
Oh, I know that.
And it was full of 80-year-old women.
And there's midgies there.
Attacking me.
I've been there.
Yeah. Honestly, I went onto the train and it was full of 80-year-old women. It was great.
Oh.
At a time in my life.
Have you ever been at #1 in America?
No, thanks for that.
No.
I knew you were going to say it. She's supposed to be my friend.
You've been #1 here.
I haven't even been #1 here.
Nearly?
No, nearly. I've been #2, yeah. It was Bruce Springsteen with Born in the USA at #1, and me with Voices from the Holy Land at #2.
Yeah, but you can't complain. All your albums have gone either gold or platinum, haven't they? So
you should do my PR.
Yeah, I should, shouldn't I?
I was going to ask if you've had lots of #2s, and I realised that wouldn't really sound
Hey, you're quick. Yes, plenty of them. Long may they continue.
But obviously, you know, you're a radio presenter now. You have been, obviously, for a number of years. I love your show, actually, on Sunday mornings.
Thank you very
Radio
much.
2. It's a very gentle start to the day.
Well, yeah, because it's on so early, that's why. I get up about sort of, well, I'm supposed to get up at 5, but I always leave it till about 5:30. But, yeah, from 7 till 9, I'm on Radio 2. It's great. You know, about 3 million people wake up to me, so it's lovely.
Oh,
one big bed.
Yes, lying in bed listening to you.
You've never heard it, have you?
I have heard it, actually. I have, because I couldn't listen to it before, because I used to be on the radio myself on a Sunday morning, but I'm not anymore, so now I do listen to your show. I do listen to you.
It's great, because we get lots of people performing live and stuff like that as well, so I really like that aspect of it. And it's for people, if they've got faith, great. If they haven't, they listen as well. So.
And you all seem to have enough time to have a really good chat with them. You all seem to find out some quite quirky and interesting little facts.
Yeah, we try. You know, we're not there to kind of shock or anything like that, but, you know, I get sort of half an hour with a guest, and they maybe perform in the middle of it, so it's always good fun, really.
Have you had any favourites so far?
Yeah, lots of favourites. Probably Katie Mellower, who I'm doing a concert with as well for Park Children in Need. That was so bizarre. You know, Terry Wogan has an auction for children in need, and you could bid to have Katie Mellower and myself turn up and do a concert for your wedding, bar mitzvah, whatever. And it went for £250,000.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Now, that's what you call a pressure to stay alive till May. You know, it's but that because they rang me up and I'd been asleep because I'd been out the night before, and they said, "You listen to the radio?" I was going, "No, why?" "Oh, we're doing your bid." And I thought, "Oh no, it's gone for like 50 quid or something like that." But at that point, it was 175,000.
Wow. Good for
amazing.
you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to charge that for any concert now. You know,
Quite right. Now, what about snobbery? You must suffer that sort of snobbery in the music business. There's lots of it, isn't there?
You can get it in the classical world. You know, when I was a kid, I suppose I was called a classical singer, whereas now I'm probably called a kind of a classical crossover, if I'm doing that. Which I don't kind of understand what crossover means, or artist either, because artist to me means kind of painter or something like that. But, you know, yeah, there's always snobbery. You know, people always want to put you down in the music business, really. But I don't listen to it. You know, what's the point?
You sang for the Pope
the
and
music
the
or the
Queen.
people?
Not together. That would be the gig, wouldn't it?
But then that's snobbery, isn't it? If you like, then people go, "No, look at you."
Well, you know, but I didn't go around saying, "Oh, well, I've sung for the Queen." I forgot my words in front of the Queen, so I'm not bragging about that. You know.
Did she help you out?
No,
Did
she
mouth
didn't.
them back
And
at you?
honestly, it was my worst nightmare. Royal Variety and the Queen and Prince Philip were there in the box, and I'm singing Memory. And the second that the producer said I looked rubbish with a copy in front of me, so the producer said, "Don't use it." And me being sort of 12, I went, "OK." I went on, sang the first verse, and then I remember in Edinburgh, I looked down the hall, and there was like an exit sign flickering, and the piano and the orchestra went ding, 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 and I thought, I don't know what comes next. And it's been beamed live to like 200 million homes or whatever, and I just made the whole verse up, and it kind of rhymed. But, you know, by that point, my legs are going... I'm like a nervous wreck. The papers the next day were saying Jones's voice will break in an hour or whatever, but, you know, I still got 4 years out of it. But no, there's no snobbery in that. No, I tell you, no, definitely not. No, but I suppose if you go around telling people, oh, guess what, I'm doing lots of business, then that's more being a show-off, really.
It's that awful thing, the snobbery also that's crept into, you know, in the old days it was what school did you go to? Now is it what CDs do you play and what books do you read? And, oh, what classical music have you got on your shelves, you know? And you're judged by it.
But I think that's the older generation doing it more than the younger generation, because when I was a kid, if you listened to classical music, you'd get a thump. Whereas now, everyone's listening to classical, Eminem, whatever. As long as it's good music, then young people, you know, are listening to kind of anything, I think.
The kids, you mean?
Yeah, keeping it real.
Yeah, you're having it crossed over.
You're giving it another stab, aren't you, Aled, at the charts? But this time it's not necessarily with all your own music. You're releasing a CD, Good Morning Sunday.
Yes.
And a lot of the tracks have been chosen by the listeners to your Radio
that's right.
program.
There's only one of mine on there, the first one, so you get that over and done with, and it's You Raise Me Up.
Oh, put yourself on first.
Yeah. It's the only time I'll ever be number one. Yay! I get to do a number one. But, you know, it's 40 tracks, 2 CDs, kind of one CD uplifting stuff, so it's got Elvis, it's got Aretha Franklin, Bill Withers, all the sort of music.
And it's not you singing that stuff?
Oh, no, it's not me, it's the real people singing them, yeah. And then it's the real people. I couldn't do Elvis, really, although I am working on it. The second CD is more kind of reflective, you know, so chilled out sort of stuff. So it's the perfect little package, even though I am airbrushed to within an inch of my life.
Don't knock it.
Yeah, don't knock it.
No, one place you can't be airbrushed in is on stage, because it's sort of warts and all, isn't it? And you're going to be in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I am, yeah. I'm going to be... I'm glad you said I can't even say my own name.
Do you know, I'm very glad you said it.
Caractacus. Okay. But I also went to see it the other night. It's in Bradford at the moment. I'm doing it in Cardiff over the summer in the Millennium Centre. I went to see it, and I couldn't even say bang bang. You know, it's like something in work in progress. I've got a couple of months to perfect it, but I haven't done
Try not drink before you go on. Yeah.
What are you saying?
I know.
She knows too much.
She knows far too much about me. We're always hanging out together.
But when you driving the car around or something?
Well, yeah, I don't actually. I pretend. Yeah, I don't actually drive it. There's like 2 blokes underneath that probably drive. It is. It's amazing. And I literally haven't seen it since London, but they've changed the car so you can't actually tell how it's flying. It was amazing. It just comes out into the crowd. So, and it takes 2.5 weeks for the set to be built and stuff. It's incredible. So I'm really looking forward to it. Haven't done a big musical since Joseph, and that was probably the biggest musical in the world on tour. You know, 17 lorries brought the set along, and this is the same sort of thing. And, you know, the car's the star. People get up at the end regardless of how you sing. So.
Well, I'm sure it's going to go brilliantly. Thank you for coming to join us.
It's a pleasure.
Today.
It's always nice being here.
He's lovely, isn't he? Aled Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.